So it turns out the Democratic Party, after losing to Donald Trump at a 37% approval rating on the day of the election, realized, oops, we might be doing something wrong. Oh, right, we also lost the House and the Senate and 69 out of the 99 state legislatures. Oh, right, we're total miserable failures. Let's find out why. It's not a real earnest effort because they're still gonna do what their donors say. But let's take a look here. Associated Press reports, Democrats think of themselves as the party of working people and were surprised when Trump was able to steal working class voters from them. They subsequently figured out that voters don't know what the party stands for, and the new effort is aimed at changing that. So they've got a new effort. So you were surprised to find out that you work for your donors and the voters don't like that. Okay, well, we told you and you told us to shut up and go away and that we should just bow our heads to the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton. Okay, well, I'm glad you found out. So what are you gonna do about it? Let's go to Chuck Schumer on This Week.
We're going to have tomorrow a very novel idea of how to create 10 million jobs. There are 10 million Americans looking for good paying jobs. We're going to show them how to find them. And that's just the beginning. Week after week, month after month, we're going to roll out specific pieces here that are quite different than the Democratic Party you heard in the past. We were too cautious. We were too namby-pamby. This is sharp, bold, and will appeal to both the old Obama coalition, let's say the young lady who's just getting out of college, and the Democratic voters who deserted us for Trump, the blue-collar worker.
Some may wonder.
Economics, George, is our strength.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. I'd love to have 10 million more people working. Devil's in the details. So are you going to fight for $15 minimum wage? Well, that's a layup. That's super easy. At this point, the whole country's headed in that direction. I didn't see it in the plan. I might have missed it, but watching the press conference, it's just like, oh, we're gonna get you training, we're gonna get you help, blah, 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 blah. No, tell me how you're gonna create the 10 million jobs. Okay, all right, that's jobs, but overall, I'll kind of take it we're on the right road. Let's find out about healthcare. What's their plans there?
Something else that Republicans have often supported, which is reinsurance proposed by Tom Carper and Tim Kaine. And Claire McCaskill's proposed something in the Bexar counties, B-A-R-E. If you can't get insurance in those counties, you can get the same kind of health insurance we get. Then we're going to look at broader things. Single payer is one of them.
So that is on the table?
Medicare, well, sure, many things are on the table. Medicare for people above 55 is on the table. Buy-in to Medicare is on the table. Buy-in to Medicaid is on the table. On the broader issues, we will start examining them once we stabilize the system.
So mixed news there. Look, I love that he's talking about a Medicare buy-in. I love that he's talking about Medicare for bringing that down from 65 to 55 so you guys can be part of it. I think we should all be part of Medicare. And I love that we got Chuck Schumer to say the word single payer on national television. Well done, that's you guys. I'm gonna explain in a second why that's you guys and how you got that done, because there is a real story behind that. On the other hand, on the table doesn't really mean I support it. It means, I'll think about it and propose something less. Let's keep it real. And then at the end, he said Democrats and Republicans who will have different ideas should sit down and talk about how we can improve the healthcare system. No, not interested. So what are you going to agree to with the Republicans? I've seen all of their proposals on healthcare. None of them lead to more coverage or lower prices, except for the rich and the young who are healthy, or lower premiums, or more things covered in your insurance. So what are you talking to Republicans for? No, if you think Republicans are going to agree with you on single payer or Medicare for all, they're not going to agree to any of that. So after all the talk about all the wonderful things you're going to do, then you turn around and at the end, I hope he's just saying it as a talking point, like, oh, sure, I'm bipartisan. But if he means it, and at the end you go and compromise with Donald Trump on healthcare, that is so far removed from single payer, it's preposterous. So I don't know if they've learned any lessons. So I have a simple idea. Let us buy into Medicare. For God's sake, it's not only the right thing to do, look at how popular it is. The Economist and YouGov did a poll. They asked, are you in favor of federally funded health insurance system covering every American? Government-run healthcare, federally funded. The Republicans tell me that's gonna be unpopular, right? Wrong. 61% say they're in favor of that. 61% want federally funded health insurance. How easy is it, Chuck, to go on TV and go, yeah, I'm in favor of what 61% of Americans want? That's a layup. Maybe, kind of, but I'll negotiate with Trump. Oh, okay. How about Medicare for all? The very specific proposal Bernie Sanders has, John Conyers has in the House, Medicare for all. Well, again, Republicans say, American people don't want that. Wrong. 60% say yes, we want Medicare for all, with a lot of them being strongly in favor of that. Look, you know what Medicare polls at? If it sucked, then we wouldn't want it. It turns out it works pretty damn well. It polls at 77%. 77%. Let us in. Let us in. You've got a government program that is incredibly popular, that's working well, does keep costs low. In fact, if you allow us to negotiate drug prices, which, to be fair to Schumer and the Democrats, they say we should do. That was actually one of their best proposals. If you allow us to do that, Medicare would be even cheaper. Let us in. Let us in. So these, like the Democrats, I mean, he talks about not being namby-pamby, and then he takes a tiny little step towards maybe we could think about single payer being on the table, okay? So, like I told you, there are Democrats who are much bolder. John Conyers introduced Medicare for all in the House, and then Just Democrats jumped in, and so did the nurses union, and we shot up the number of co-sponsors that it has. Here's John Conyers' tweet thanking the people that were involved. We now have 80 co-sponsors for HR 676, Medicare for all. Thank you for all the support. Our work is not done yet. And he thanks Just Democrats and the nurses there. And so that was when they were at 80. They started at 72, went to 80. He was very excited. You know how many co-sponsors they have now? 115. You guys did that. You know, because Just Democrats, what is it? All it is you guys, Just Democrats said, hey, you should support Medicare for all, Conyers' bill, and we did a petition on that. You guys signed the petition, and then you went and asked your congressman. And all of a sudden, the congressmen were like, we're put on the spot. We should obviously be for Medicare for all. Medicare polls at 77%. Okay, fine, I'm a co-sponsor. Look, anybody who comes, great. I don't care how you came, wonderful, we'd love to have you, okay? And the other thing is, all of a sudden, Just Democrats running primaries against Democrats. And look at this, the guys who tell us primaries are no good, they're like, yeah, I might lose. Yeah, Medicare for all, of course, Medicare for all, sure. You did that. You got Chuck Schumer to say single payer is on the table, which he hasn't said before, so great work, keep going, justdemocrats.com. Make sure you got more co-sponsors on that bill. Make sure we got all the Democrats in the House on that side. And in the Senate, there's only a couple of senators right now, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and some others are flirting with it. We need a lot more co-sponsors in the Senate, so keep on going. By the way, if the Democrats are looking for ideas, don't worry, we have them. Go to justdemocrats.com/progress. So this is the summer of progress. And by the way, this is not just Justice Democrats. This is also Our Revolution and 17 groups overall. So they have very specific ideas, 8 different ideas on exactly what we should do for the Democratic Party, and they are not unclear. And one of them is definitely Medicare for all, a $15 minimum wage. Not namby-pamby talk, very specific talk. 17 kick-ass progressive groups working together saying these are our ideas. So go check out what those ideas are, sign that petition, and send a message to the rest of the Democrats. Stand up, stand up. In fact, last thing for you guys, this Thursday, if you're in Washington, D.C., there's a press conference that John Conyers is going to, Ro Khanna's going to, Just Democrats are putting together. It's at Capitol View at 400. Here's the address, 444 North Capitol Street Northwest. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday, this Thursday. Go there, show your support, put pressure on Democratic congressmen to do the right thing and to support Medicare for all. Let us into Medicare. Final word goes to Ro Khanna, who's gonna be at that press conference. He says, what the first person who runs in 2020 ought to say to Donald Trump is, you promised the American people more benefits, less costs, more coverage, and you didn't deliver. You know as well as we know that the answer is single payer. So why are you not supporting Medicare for all? That's a great attack and a great message. And as I showed you, the polling indicates that is absolutely right. So Democrats, if you're looking for ideas, we got plenty of them. So let's all get together and fight for the right causes and specific causes, No more loose talk. Get real. And step one is stand up for Medicare for all. Let us in, Young Turks. If you like this video, you'll love the whole TYT network. Check it out at tytnetwork.com/join.